San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The Niners at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 22. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Called a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They go play action now. Jackson. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken. Second down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Stand situation. Let's go. Let's 57.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Play action. Now Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
11 yards for number 11. (7-7), our score after 1. Throwing on first down is Murray. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Murray. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
18 more yards there and another first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded right around the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They go back to Pollard on second down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so that can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 7, Murray flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chris Wormley able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray going to throw. On the move to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 97 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 more yards there and another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone, and he gave it to him. 15 big yards. So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So for the Cowboys, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week